You're listening to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the #1 sports talk show on the planet, The Doug Stewart Show.
This is a revolution in radio, the realest, trillest sports talk show in America, The Doug Stewart Show. This is sports talk for the people.
The Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Real talk, real radio, real people, just like you.
Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative, I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Your season-long fantasy football lineup is locked in and ready for action. But you don't have to wait until Week 16 to get paid. Put your fantasy skills to the test starting Sunday at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site, where you could kick the season off by winning $2 million. It's the biggest fantasy football contest ever. $10 million in prizes are up for grabs, including $2 million for first place and $1 million for second. One-week fantasy means no season-long commitments. It's fantasy football on demand. Play where you want, when you want, with the players you want, and turn your love of football into a life-changing payday. Just pick your players, pile up the points, and pick up your cash. That's it. You've never experienced football like this. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Spreaker to play for free for a shot at part of $10 million in Sunday's Millionaire Maker event. Enter Spreaker for free entry now, only at DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com.
Doctor, this is the mayor talking.
All right.
Doctor.
Come on, what?
Always do the right thing.
If you came here to hear for fake, you are in the wrong place. We are for real around here. We keeps it real. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the livest, the realest, the trillest sports talk show in America. Are you not entertained? This is Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce, the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! Game time. Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening? Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show, man. This is Man Talk Monday, and thank you for joining your boy. And oh boy, We got a lot of great things going on today. I mean a huge announcement today on the Doug Stewart Show. I can't wait to tell you about it. Bring it back one more time. So, oh, boy. Praise his holy name. Praise it. Oh, welcome to the Doug Stewart Show. All right. Oh, boy. All right, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Shouts out to all of the Stewies, everybody already in the chat room. This is the Doug Stewart Show. If you're a new listener to the show, man, thank you very much for tuning in. We do this Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. We got so much stuff to get into today that is crazy, man. It's unbelievable how much stuff we got to get into. Obviously, it's a Man Talk Monday, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about from this past weekend in the world of sports and entertainment. The VMAs last night, people wilding out. People think a lot of themselves. So we'll touch upon all of that stuff. We'll get your ballers and your busters, a.k.a. your game balls and your goats. That's what we do on Monday right here on the Doug Stewart Show. A couple of announcements to get to. And a huge announcement today on the show. I mean, this is the biggest announcement that we've had on the Doug Stewart Show. We're coming up on a year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show, of TDSS. And we've had a bunch of big announcements, periodically throughout the year. But today's big announcement, man, is by far the biggest. I mean, the biggest. So stay tuned for that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're also broadcasting today our third new show on the network, the Po Politickin' Show. That's right, Po Politickin'. We'll broadcast that today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. So set your settings. As a matter of fact, let me tell you that right now, because I talked to a couple of people last week when I was out and about in them streets, and they says they aren't getting the alert that the show is going live on the network. If you aren't getting an alert telling you that the show or a show is going live on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, it's very easy. Just go into your settings and you set it, okay? And I thought initially that it did it automatically, but I've come to find out that some people say that it doesn't do it automatically. So go into your settings on Stewart in Spreaker.com and search the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network or the Doug Stewart Show. Stewart Media and Entertainment is the home of the Doug Stewart Show, obviously. And make sure your settings are set to get an alert whenever anything goes live on the network. Make sure you do that for your boy. All right, the number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. We'll talk about the Washington Redskins. It looks like they made a decision on RG3. Everybody and their mama drinking the Philadelphia Eagles Kool-Aid. Yeah. We'll talk about the Eagles. The Bulls or the Bills are in a quandary about the quarterback. We'll talk about that. A couple of things that happened this past weekend in the fight world. Some tennis news to get into. Just a lot of good stuff. Today we're not going to really get into our preseason football reports that we normally do at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, because we just got too much stuff going on. I mean, with this new show premiering today on the network, the big announcement I got a little bit later. It's just a lot of stuff. So we'll push it to the side, and we'll get back into the team reports, preseason football reports on tomorrow, okay? What else we got to do here? Oh, Ballers and Busters. I already mentioned that, I think. Ballers and Busters. And also today, one more time, and I'm going to keep teasing this. I told you Friday, the great Matt Edgar, the former producer to the Two Live Stews, always used to say, you keep teasing, Doug. Teasing is a staple of radio. Just keep teasing. And so today we got a Shirley from What's Happening, big ass announcement today on the Doug Stewart Show. So stay tuned for that. All right. if you're new to the show, here's the deal. This is the most interactive, most fun show in the world, in particular on the internet, on radio, whatever you want to call it, all right? So what you do is you follow the show, hit the little follow button on Spreaker.com. Once again, if you do that, then anytime the show or show on the network goes live, you'll be alerted. And secondly, there's a little chat bubble in that same area where you hit the follow button. You hit that chat bubble, and then you're introduced to a whole new world of guy talk and guy chat and sports chat and all of that. I call it the fantasy island of guy talk, and its inhabitants are the Stewies. So get in the chat room and be interactive. All right? And I'm going to tell you right now. Listen. All right, this ain't your normal sports guy talk show, all right? Not only do we talk sports and guy talk and everything that's going on in the news, VMAs, we'll get into that today as well a little bit. Not only do we do that, but we do top fives where we'll come up with a list in a sport or from sports or beyond. We'll come up with a top 5 list. We'll talk about birthdays. And also, if I'm feeling good that particular day, I'll even sing for your ass. So I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to sing today. If there's ever been a day for your boy to sing, it is today, okay? We are singing today. I can promise you that right now. I think last week I only sung for the Stewies only one time. I know, I'm sorry. But you best believe today I am going to sing for y'all. So if you're new to the show, man, you're welcome. You're welcome in advance. You know, I used to go to church when you were a little boy or a little girl, and they did the announcements, and the church, Mount Carmel, AME, you know, from the next town over would ask somebody to come from your church and sing at their church, and at the end of the letter, they'd say, thanking you in advance. So you're welcome in advance for me singing today. Yes, sir. Hey, man, a huge announcement today on the Doug Stewart Show. I cannot wait to tell you this. Oh. Should I go ahead and tell him right now, Tree?
Calm down.
Huh?
Calm down.
I mean, it's like bursting out of the seams. Can I go and tell him right now, Tree? Now, Tree is
you haven't told me. I mean, I'm kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
What the hell does that mean?
Tree is the producer to the Doug Stewart Show, the voice you just heard just now. All right, no, I'm not going to tell him right now. I'm going to wait. But I want to tell everybody right now, praise God, praise his holy name. I tell you what, stay tuned. The big-ass announcement is coming. Maybe I should try to trademark that or buy the URL, big-ass announcement. Yeah, a show where you just make big-ass announcements. I like that. See, I be thinking like George Wallace. I be thinking. All right, when we get back from the break, man, let's talk about the Washington Redskins and RG3. You see the title of today's show, RG3's days in D.C. are short like leprechauns. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show. In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, what I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and #1 independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners. Over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled Trei. Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Doing what the hell are you doing? This is the Doug Stewart Show. It's a Man Talk Monday, and I need your ballers and your busters. What I do is, if you post your thoughts in the chat room, then I go back and I read them throughout the show. That's what makes the Doug Stewart Show the most interactive show in America, all right? So we'll get into some of that here in a second. Tree, can I? The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let me go ahead and talk about this right now. Tree, can you jump on here for a second? Now, I didn't see it live last night. I actually had the Delta Mu Mu chapters P3 event that went down yesterday. It's Pinot, Painting, and Poetry. It was very good. Shouts out to the Qs, Delta Mu Mu chapter here in Atlanta. So I came home. I had a lot of wine, even though I don't really drink wine like that, but I had a lot of wine. So I came home and I laid down. And I fell asleep. And then when I woke up, the Raiders game was on. And, you know, I'm a quasi-Raider fan. So I watched that, and I forgot all about the MTV VMA Awards last night. But I went back and watched it early this morning, most of it. And I saw a lot of the highlights from it. What are your thoughts about it? I mean, thumbs up or thumbs down, Tree? I know you saw it.
Hot-ass mess.
What? Okay, why in particular was it a hot-ass mess, in your opinion?
It's a shame that I actually have to watch that stuff so we can, chop it up.
Right.
I mean, it's just all over the place. No rhyme or reason other than to really just distract us all and engage us in tomfoolery. And I was right there engaging in it for as long as I could stand to do so.
Now, you sent me a picture, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. You sent me a picture of Kim Kardashian in the outfit she was wearing last night, and you had it next to a picture of the Penguin, of the Penguin in the Batman series, and they're kind of like wearing the same type of get-up. They got like the same designer or something like that, and she's pregnant now. She's swole. She's swole as a tick right now, but I don't know if she's going to be able to get rid of this weight this time the way she did the first time, because right now she looks like somebody grandmama or something like right now. I mean, she about to have a baby. Bless her heart. But
well, this is what happens when you take fat from your stomach and put it in your ass.
Oh, Tree, wait a minute. That's alleged.
and then try to have another baby so more fat can grow on top of that ass fat.
Now, Tree, listen. I mean, if I didn't know any better, it sounded like you were throwing some shade. And you're not the type of person that throws shade. You haven't seen this documented about her having fat from her stomach taken and put in her ass. I mean, have you got some documentation of that somewhere or what? Come on now.
Just go to ET or whatever network their show is on. She talks about that. It's in her lips. It's in her behind. It's everywhere that you don't want to be.
Yeah. Well,
maybe Kanye wants. The big question I had is truffle butter versus fat from your stomach. It's all bad for your ass.
It's the same family, huh? Yeah. Kanye West is insane, and I've been saying that for many, many years. Bless his heart. Here's my whole thing about Kanye, and I did see that. I did see him go up there and receive that award. What was it, the Vanguard Award? And he basically just rambled for 10, 15 minutes. The man really, really thinks a lot of himself. Now, I don't have a problem with that, but if I was like one of those clinical psychologists, I think that Kanye just didn't get enough hugs when he was a kid. The man, he's needy. He's like the young people say, he's real thirsty. He
real thirsty. His mama. He ain't been right. Just like Tiger ain't been right.
Since Earl passed on. Yeah.
Since his mama died, and he's got that curse on him.
Yeah, Tiger in particular wasn't the same or hadn't been the same ever since his dad died. Earl was. And Kanye was always crazy, man, but he's taking it to a new level. And I guess that's how you kind of got to be if you're out in Hollywood. You got to kind of be artsy, and you got to kind of be eccentric. That's the word they use for crazy people. But in the hood, in the country, they just call your ass crazy. And Kanye just crazy. But because he's rich and famous and he got Kim Kardashian, they call his ass eccentric. No, Ninja, you crazy.
They call him touched in the country, don't they?
Same thing. Touched, crazy.
That boy touched.
Yeah. So real interesting stuff last night. Once again, Miley Cyrus is, one thing, I'll give her some credit. She had to change her image so that she'd be viable as an adult. And so I get it, and it's worked. If I was her parents, I'd probably be a little bit offended by all of this stuff because we didn't raise you to do all of this stuff and show your nipples every chance you get a second. We didn't raise you like that. But, I mean, if she didn't, she would have just been another childhood actor that fizzled out. You know what I'm saying? So she flipped it. She added an adult, tint to her brand. And it's worked. I mean, that's all we talk about for the last 5 or 6 years is Miley Cyrus doing something crazy on these award shows.
Now, I'll be the first to say that we can't blame parents because children do all kind of crazy-ish, and we know we didn't raise them that way. I just wonder, though, if in this case there was a prompting from the parents. They don't seem to have a problem with it.
Right.
I'm all for being yourself and doing you.
Right, but her dad is was he a singer?
Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, and so
Achy breaky heart.
Right, he's an industry guy. He's been around that atmosphere and that culture his whole life. He probably saw it coming. He was like, "Listen, chick, this is what you got to do. You got to flip it like this, or you're going to be irrelevant here in the next couple of weeks and months. Okay, so this is what you need to do. You need to be outlandish, and it's worked. It has worked."
What about how she responded to Nicki?
I thought that was fake. I thought that was fake. If you looked at it good, and if you didn't see it, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, Nicki Minaj had received some type of award, and Miley Cyrus had introduced her, and she was like on the next stage over. And at the end of the award, evidently Miley Cyrus did an interview like a week ago, and it was in the newspaper, and it kind of came across like she dissed Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj went off on her and called her bitch this and bitch that and hoe this and hoe that, and I thought it was fake. If you watched it at the very end, you saw Nicki Minaj smile. So it's almost like one of those things where they set it up, like Miley Cyrus and Madonna kisses on stage, a PR type thing. You thought that was actually real?
I didn't see her smile. I put the video in the Facebook group.
You can clearly go back and look at it. At the end of it, she smiles. She cracks a big-ass smile at the very end of it.
I mean, I thought she cracked it because she went off the teleprompter. Like, she wasn't following the prompter. That's why I thought she smiled like, yeah, I got your asses. Because the whole reason why Nikki was mad is because, what's that girl, Taylor? I don't know her name.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That she got all these nominations that she really wasn't qualified for, according to Nikki. And so Nikki commented that it was racial, and then there it went. That's why you saw them open together. But I thought it was an authentic read.
Yeah,
That's what we call it.
Yeah. All right, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. What are your thoughts last night? Do you think that whole Nicki Minaj, Taylor Swift thing was a PR stunt? I think it was. And also, man, what are your thoughts on anything else going on in the world of sports and beyond from this past weekend? Speaking of which, it's come out, a story today on the Puppet Factory, on the puppetfactory.com. For new listeners, the Puppet Factory is ESPN, is that the Washington Redskins have had conversations about trading RG3. And then it came out a little bit earlier, a little bit later this morning, that the team has already named Kirk Cousins as its starting quarterback for Week 1. And if you know the details to RG3's contract, in 2016, if he plays and is injured, his money is guaranteed, and it's like $16 million. RG3 is not going to be a Redskin within the next couple of weeks. I'm willing to bet right now, and I remember we had this conversation in the offseason, and based on where they chose him at and the picks that they used to trade and get the pick to draft RG3, you thought that maybe they give him another chance. Clearly, it's a toxic relationship right now between this man, the organization, and Jay Gruden. It is. They're going to cut the guy. They're going to cut this guy, the number 2 pick in the draft. They are going to cut him. They think he's shell-shocked. What I think he's shell-shocked as well. They think he's shell-shocked. He's not the same player. He's an injury waiting to happen. And all the pageantry and all of the happiness all the D.C. fans showed when that man was drafted has just gone straight to ish. They're going to cut him. I'm willing to bet they are going to cut this man in the next couple of days when they got to make these cut downs to get down to 75, and then they got to get down to 53. I think RG3 is going to be on the street. I don't think any team's going to trade for him, because if they trade for him, they've got to take on that contract. That ain't going to happen. They're going to cut this man. They are going to cut this man. What are your thoughts? Am I crazy? Am I wrong? I don't believe so, man. What are your thoughts? 404-382-0338. You can email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, though, the easy way to be totally interactive is to hit me up in the Spreaker chat, all right? Hey, have you heard about TDSS weekend? It is going down. The weekend of September 26th, 2015, right here in the ATL. We are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show, man. Events scheduled all weekend long. Go get all the details at tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. Welcome to Atlanta party, gentlemen's soiree that night, golf tournament, the all-black party that Saturday night, Sunday a viewing party. It's going to be crazy, man. So come celebrate 1 year on air with the Doug Stewart Show, and that's tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. When we get back from the break, we'll talk about some birthdays, and I'll get into your chat. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Big-ass announcement coming later. Kim Kardashian big-ass announcement coming later. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show. Let me tell you about Travel by Stats. Travel by Stats delivers premium travel packages and provide excellence by focusing on assuring that their tour itinerary is clear. For destinations they've never taken, they even take the trip in advance of the actual one you're about to take. This ensures everybody has a great experience. They've been around since 1988 and have been operating here in Atlanta since 2000, starting from the ground up, but they now boast of a team operating in 5 states. Travel by Stats not only specializes in Caribbean destinations, they also provide a variety of reasonable, cost-efficient events by land, air, or sea. One of their big things is sports travel for football fanatics who live in Metro Atlanta. That's the fun way to go anyway. Here's some of their upcoming list of events. Giants at Cowboys, Falcons at Giants, Falcons at Cowboys, Cowboys at Saints, Patriots at Cowboys, and many, many more. Contact them at 855-266-6675, extension 700, for the owner, Maritza Wilmer. Again, that's 855-266-6675, extension 700. If you mention my name, Doug Stewart, you'll receive an extra 10% off your package. Travel by Stats. Where they don't sell travel, they sell fun. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Meet me at the club. It's going down. Meet me in the A. It's going down. Meet me in Atlanta. That's right. The weekend of September 26, 2015, we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show, Stewies. And it's going to be crazy. We got a whole list of events scheduled for the entire weekend. That's going to be so fun. Come celebrate with your boy. Starting out Friday night, man, with a meet and greet party at the Artist Den downtown ATL. Late Friday night, it's the Fella Soiree at T's Gentlemen's Club in Buckhead. Saturday morning, the TDSS Golf Shootout at North Fulton Golf Club downtown ATL. Saturday night, the main event, the all-black party at the Doubletree Hotel in Buckhead. And Sunday, the Falcons versus Cowboys viewing/day party on the rooftop lounge at Mardi Gras Cafe, downtown ATL. It's going to be fantastic, man. You've been looking for a reason to come to Atlanta. Here's your perfect reason. Get all the details at tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. Once again, it's tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. See you in Atlanta. The 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Man Talk Monday. Your ballers and your busters, your game balls and goats, all of that stuff going down today. Thank you so much for joining your boy. All right, the number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. A little bit later on today's show, a big announcement, man. A huge announcement today on the Doug Stewart Show, so stay tuned for that. Once again, stay tuned, man. We got a big announcement for you today, and you don't want to miss it. Shouts out to my folks at BV Mobile Apps, and that's V as in victory. BB Mobile Apps. If you're an entertainer, DJ, you have a podcast or anything like that, check out my folks at BV. Once again, that's V as in victory, bvmobileapps.com, and get an app. You know, it makes your brand look real big. They actually are the company that did my app. So check out bvmobileapps.com and tell them that the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Some birthdays here. Let's go ahead and do some birthdays. Today, celebrating their 32nd birthday is Larry Fitzgerald, wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals. You know his story. He grew up as a ball boy for the Minnesota Vikings. I know my boy Vince from Minnesota knows this story and has heard this story a million times. He was actually a ball boy for the Minnesota Vikings, kind of like trained or mentored, kind of like I guess you would say, by Randy Moss and Chris Carter. Set a record with NCAA touchdowns in 18 straight games with the Pittsburgh Panthers. One of the best receivers in the league. I wouldn't call him, like, I think he's lost a step or two in the last couple of years. I don't think I would say he's in the top 4 or 5, and a lot of that's got to do with his quarterback and the inconsistent quarterback play. But a fantastic receiver, man. But he turns 32 years old today. Happy birthday to Larry Fitzgerald. Richard Gere damn, Richard Gere is old as Methuselah. Actor Richard Gere is 66 years old. You know him from movies like American Gigolo, Mr. Goodbar, The Jackal, and one of my favorite movies of all times, and we talk about movies a lot of times on this show, and I always give you movies that maybe you haven't seen, underrated type flicks. Primal Fear is one of my favorite movies of all times. Go and see that. If you've never seen it, go and see it. That kid, what's his name? Ed Norton Jr., I think that's his name. He's in it. He stars in it as well. Fantastic movie. Happy birthday to Richard Gere. And Chris Tucker, Atlanta's own Chris Tucker, turns 44 years old today. Happy birthday to Chris Tucker. You talking about ATL royalty. Happy birthday. Most notably known for, I think if you polled people, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, I think if you polled people, they'll say to you that that Chris Tucker's most recognized role, even though he's done a ton of great stuff, is still probably Friday. It still is. Would you agree with that, Tree? Yay or nay?
He didn't get his check. Can I get my check, please?
So what Tree's talking about is on Chris Tucker's made for Netflix stand-up comedy show that he put out about a month or so ago. He mentioned that Ice Cube still hadn't paid him yet for Friday. And now Friday's like, what, 20 years old or 25 years old? Chris Tucker said in this stand-up routine that Ice Cube, in effect, still owes him money. Now, I don't want to believe that. Now, you know Ice Cube is real particular about his money. If you've seen Straight Outta Compton, he's a shrewd businessman. So I don't know what the beef is about. That's why Chris Tucker says they won't do another Friday because dude still owe him money. I'd hate to believe that's true. Maybe he was just joking. I mean, he was doing a stand-up comedy routine. So happy birthday to Chris Tucker. And one other birthday, man. Happy birthday to Mocha's son. Mocha is one of the listeners to the Doug Stewart Show. A loyal Stewie has been listening to the show from day one. Used to listen to the 2 Live Stews back in the day. And her son turns 23. Damn, Mocha, you got a 23-year-old son? You look good to have a 20. When you had that ninja when you was 12? Wait a minute.
So rude.
She really did have him when she was 12? My
Don't
bad.
do that.
Mocha, you look good as hell to have a 23-year-old son. I mean, they say the same thing about me. I got a 22-year-old daughter, and they always talk about how we look like brothers and sisters. Shut up! Shut up! Shut it up, studio audience. Shut it up. Yeah, so happy birthday to Mocha's son, Michael, one of the Stewies. Happy birthday. All right, 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. Big announcement coming up a little bit later. Stay tuned for that. Also today, and this is another reason why you need to make sure and go to your settings and make sure you get an alert whenever a show goes live on the network. Today we are premiering our third show on the Doug Stewart Network, on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show. Poe Politicking. That's right, the Poe Politicking Show coming up at 2 p.m. today. Check it out. Real interesting episode where my man Poe interviews Fiend. And we kind of got this No Limit theme kind of like backstory to the Doug Stewart Show. A couple of months ago, we interviewed Moby Dick, which was the main producer for Beats by the Pound for No Limit Records when they had it going on. We had him on the show, and there was a little controversy about that. Ask somebody in the chat room, they'll tell you. And today, my man Poe from Poe Politicking, the Poe Politicking Show, is interviewing Fiend. And Fiend was one of the top artists on No Limit Records in their heyday. So if you are a No Limit fan, a Southern rap fan, a rap fan in general, hip-hop fan in general, very, very interesting stuff. My man Poe Politicking introducing or interviewing Fiend from No Limit Records. All right, so stay tuned to that. That's 2 p.m. today, Eastern Time, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. All right, 404-382-0338. Studio audience is on point today. They're excited because they know that I'm probably going to sing a little bit later because of this great news that we got. I mean, they're excited. I'm seeing all the people wave at me in the studio audience, man. Yeah, get ready, man. Big announcement, and I'm probably going to sing for your boy in exaltation today because, yeah, I know. Stay tuned. Oh, boy. You can't keep a good man down, man. You just can't do it. 404-382-0338. Let me read some of your chat here in the chat room from Gregory. He says, boy, y'all are working Stewart Media. Yes, sir, we are working the hell out of Stewart Media. God damn it, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah, we're turning that corner, baby. We're turning that corner. 1 year anniversary, September 22nd. You better believe it, man. We got a good product here. It's as simple as that. I mean, we have a great product. And even, other than the sports talk and the guy talk, I mean, I sing for you. I mean, who else is going to give you that? From Texas Ty, y'all get your money in for TDSS Fantasy Football League. I forgot to do that. Thank you for the reminder, Texas Ty. The Stewies set up this Fantasy Football League, and our draft has to be coming up here real soon. And we put a little something on it to make it a little interesting. We got to do that. So I got to get my money in. I'm good for it, though. I'm good for it. From Ronald Cameron, no one will trade for RG3 because of that injury clause in his contract. $16 million guaranteed in 2016 if he gets hurt. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. As well, the Redskins don't want to be on the hook for that money in 16. And plus, I just think they're done with him. I think they're done with him. I think that Daniel Snyder, the owner of the team, has in effect taken sides. And the side he has taken is with Jay Gruden. It's as simple as that. From Sandman, did anybody see the Abner Maris Leo Santa Cruz fight this weekend? Yeah, I did see that, man. Let me say this, man. And I know you probably thought that the studio audience should have been doing this. Let me just say this, man. And I want to say this in an inflammatory, less inflammatory way. I think that's the way to say it as I can, okay? I love my Mexican fighters, okay? They got a lot of heart. They got a lot of heart. They do. They do. They do. But this has been a theme of boxing and with the Mayweathers. I don't know if you remember when Roger Mayweather, he called himself or the Mexican killer or whatever like 25 years ago, and Floyd always does this stuff on Cinco de Mayo, and he came to the ring one time wearing the Mexican hats or whatever, the sombrero. I love my Mexican fighters, but they fight way, way too violently. They fight way too violently. These ninjas traded over 1,000 punches. Combined, they had over 2,000 punches, close to 2,000 punches. That's double the punches of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Pacquiao. Now, you may like that. You may say to yourself that that's what makes a great fight. Not me. Not me. Not Floyd Mayweather Jr. Why do you feel like that boxing is supposed to be you getting your ass hit in the face for 12 rounds? I don't get that. These boys, it was almost like a fight between Roberto Duran and Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Just two cats coming straight forward, exchanging punches. That's not fun. That's not fun. And that's kind of the way the Mexican fighters fight. They come straight forward, man. And I mean, I guess it's exciting to see people get the hell beat out of each other or beat the hell out of each other, I guess. But I don't think that makes you a better boxer. I don't think that makes you a great boxer. I don't think that makes you skilled. Boxing is hit and not be hit. Okay? And Floyd Mayweather, and if you're new to the show, I'm a fan of Floyd, and I keeps it real. Floyd Mayweather is a boxer. He's a pugilist. It's called the sweet science for a reason. And getting your nose punched in about 1,000 times, there's no science to that. Go back and watch this fight. Go back and watch this fight if you can, man. Incredible. They exchanged combined right at 2,000 punches. Did you hear what I just said? 2,000 punches. Crazy. It was another fight this past weekend, too. I'll talk about that, man. But I'm a big boxing fan. If you're new to the show, once again, I'm a huge boxing fan. And I don't get it. I don't get it. And you want to see action. From a fan's perspective, you want to see action. But as a boxer, as a fighter, once again, it's called the sweet science. Part of the science is hit and not be hit. And them cats this weekend, man, they just didn't read that chapter in the book. They clearly didn't. All right, when we get back from the break, man, let's talk a little bit about the Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody is on their testicles. We'll talk about that up next, and I'll read more of your chat. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Big announcement coming up later. Don't go away. Your season-long fantasy football lineup is locked in and ready for action, but you don't have to wait until Week 16 to get paid. Put your fantasy skills to the test starting Sunday at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site, where you could kick the season off by winning $2 million. It's the biggest fantasy football contest ever. $10 million in prizes are up for grabs, including $2 million for first place and $1 million for second. One-week fantasy means no season-long commitments. It's fantasy football on demand. Play where you want, when you want, with the players you want, and turn your love of football into a life-changing payday. Just pick your players, pile up the points, and pick up your cash. That's it. You've never experienced football like this. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Spreaker to play for free for a shot at part of $10 million in Sunday's Millionaire Maker event. Enter Spreaker for free entry now, only at DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
To give you the history on this Doug Stewart and Tree Taylor battle and trivia track. We just started playing last week. We played 3 games. I won the first one in handily fashion. And then Tree has come along to beat me 2 times in a row. All right, now I blame Trivia Crack for asking me dumbass questions about romance comedies from the 1980s. That's who I blame. But she's won, and I got to give her credit. What? I knew you were going to jump.
Like, when you talk about women, Tree has come along.
It ain't got nothing to do with you being a woman.
Yeah, I showed up.
Oh, wait, did you just, what? Oh, my gosh. Did she just call me the N-word? Oh, damn. We made Doug Stewart Show history just now. As many times as I've almost uttered that term, you did it. And we don't have 7-second delay.
I'm fired.
You getting the BPA. You nominated for a Boiled Penis Award.
No.
Yes, you are. The first time in the Doug Stewart Show history, someone utters the N-word.
I'm sick of you.
You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Good thing we, on radio, traditional radio, the FCC be beating down my damn door right now. They're already looking for a reason to try to put me out of business. And you come up with this. Golly, Tree, you're better than that.
That girl is poison. You never trust a big button to smile.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Regulators. We regulate any stealing of his property. We're damn good, too. But you can't be any geek off the street.
Big announcement coming up on the Doug Stewart Show. Stay tuned. Man Talk Monday. Ballers and Busters, August 31st, August 31st, 2015, man. Thank you so much for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. Huge announcement coming up. Stay tuned. Once again at 2 p.m. today, the Poe Politicking Show. Very interesting interview with Fiend, No Limit Records artist, former No Limit Records artist. Stay tuned for that. 404-382-0338. Let me read more of your chat here. I wanted to mention this Eagles story. It's not really a story, but this past weekend, the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Green Bay Packers 39-26. I mean, that's no big story. It's preseason. Bottom line is you can't put a lot into preseason because teams are doing a lot of vanilla things on defense. They aren't really doing what they're going to do in the regular season. But Sam Bradford continues to look phenomenal. He's passing like at a 90% clip percentage in completions through 3 touchdown passes, over 100 yards, went 10 for 10 this past weekend, I think the stat was. And so everybody's now piling on the Philadelphia Eagles testicles. Now, I'm on record. I am on record, okay? I really am a fan of guys that are innovative and come in and do their own thing, and they don't listen to status quo, and you have to put the quarterback under center and all of that crap. So I really respect Chip Kelly for all of that and bringing what he did at Oregon to the NFL. I really like the innovative aspect of the way he coaches his team, all right? But at the end of the day, you got to have talent. Now, they do have talent, but they got a lot of young receivers at wide receiver, but they got DeMarco Murray. They have some talented players in the backfield. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Now, they've won like double-digit games his first couple of years in the NFL, but they got rid of too many playmakers, and at the end of the day, it's all about playmakers. It's all about talent. And you would think that the moves that they made in the offseason, no Jeremy Maclin, no LaShawn McCoy, a couple of the bigger, better players on defense have left in free agency. They let them go. You would think that they took a slight downturn as far as talent. And so Eagles fans and Chip Kelly is banking on this scheme to be able to win these games. We'll see. I don't think so. I don't think so because I think that's very arrogant. To come out and deplete your talent level because of your ego or whatever it may be, because you think that your scheme is so immaculate. Remember, a lot of cats have come to the NFL and tried to do it. Steve Spurrier tried to do it, and it didn't work. Fell on his face. A lot of guys have tried to do it, and it just hadn't worked. I don't think it's going to be successful. Bottom line is I don't think that they are going to be a better team record-wise this year than they were last year. I might be wrong. And if it comes out that they win 12, 13 games and they go to a Super Bowl, I'll come on here and say I was dead-ass wrong. But I think the arrogance, and I do mean the arrogance of Chip Kelly, is going to blow up in his face. What are your thoughts? 404-382-0338. That's the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the realest, treeless, most unfiltered, innovative sports and guy talk show in America. Let me read more of your chat here. Thank you so much for the chat. From my man Vince Wright, he says, got my airline tickets for TDSS weekend? Yes! Yes, sir, Vince. We're going to toss back a couple, Vince. Trust me on that. From Grego, they're going to cut him and owe him. He will go maybe to the Chiefs or some team like that. Andy Reid likes black quarterbacks. I can see that. Yeah, I can see the Kansas City Chiefs taking a chance on RG3. He's talking about RG3. Over Alex Smith. Yeah. Maybe not this year, but, yeah, I can see them signing him, when he becomes a free agent and clears waivers. And I could see next year, I could see them signing him, backing up Alex Smith, or maybe late in the season when Alex Smith falters or can't move the offense. Maybe they bring him in at the later part of the year and start him next year if that deems the case. Rel Scott says Cleveland should scoop him. Then again, you got to keep your eye on Chip Kelly. Ooh. Wow. RG3 to the Philadelphia Eagles. Clearly, if he likes Tim Tebow, he would love RG3. The problem with RG3 now, though, is we keep forgetting it. We just look at the player when he came into the league. He's not that player anymore. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. He's just not that player anymore. With all the injuries they piled up, and then you throw on top and sprinkle in a concussion from a couple of weeks ago, he is not the same guy. Patting his feet, patting that ball in his hand. He got happy feet in the pocket. He's just not the same guy anymore, man. From Thorny Switch, not surprised at all. Hope RG3 gets on with a better organization. From Miss Mocha Bella, Washington, getting tired of RG3 ass and his braids. Yeah, he got to cut them braids too. A good thing that he should do before he gets to his next team, and we're already kind of taking it for granted that he will be cut, I really do believe so, is start fresh, bruh. Just start fresh. Just cut them old dookie dreads out your hair, man. Get you a nice clean fade. Or do something different. Just do something different. Get you a mohawk or something like that. But you got to get rid of them braids, man. That looks silly. From Devontae out of rehab. What up, Devontae out of rehab? He has not feel for a pass rush. He has no feel for a pass rush and gets hurt cooking breakfast in his pajamas, talking about RG3 from Sluggo. The Redskins is just one big-ass vortex, sucking good players in on a yearly basis. From Vince Wright, Gruden is a buster. Fat Boy McCoon, they're going to trade him. They're not about to cut him. They're not going to trade him, Fat Boy. Who is going to take on RG3's contract? Based on the RG3 that we've seen over the last couple of years, you'd be a fool to make that deal. No way. And take on, no, that's not going to happen. I'm willing to bet you that. I'm not 100% sure they're actually going to cut him. I think they are. All of the signals are that they are going to cut him, but nobody's going to trade for him. That ain't going to happen. From Devontae out of rehab, RG3 is shook, laugh out loud. From That Ninja, what up, That Ninja? He says, F Jay Gruden. He's not a fan of Jay Gruden. From Rel Scott, can we give Rex Grossman back and take RG3 as a backup? Speaking of which, man, at the top of the hour, I'm going to talk about the Atlanta Falcons, man, and the preseason game that they had this past weekend. It might be a long year, man. It might be a long year, but I got belief. I believe in the Falcons. I believe in Dan Quinn, but we'll talk about it at the top of the second hour. From Rel Scott, or from Grego, he says, I think it was a stunt too. Minaj can jump in and out of character quickly. Shout out to Meek for looking like her number one fan. His clapping was over the top. I missed that. So Meek Mills was in the audience at the VMAs looking like a starstruck fan. Is that the case, Tree? Is that what happened?
I didn't see that. I was trying to record what just happened.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
To post it, yeah.
Yeah, so, Meek Mills, he looked thirsty too, man. Every time you see him talking about Nicki Minaj and whatever platform that they're in, he looks like a fan more so than a dude that's hitting it. He looks like a fan. From let's see what we got here. G Wizard, I thought the big announcement was Doug was going to stop. We don't want to read that one. I mean, got some comedians around here. Speaking of which, man, a little bit later today, man, I'm feeling so great. I really want to do it right now. I want to sing right now, but I'm going to wait a little bit later, man. We're going to sing something for y'all, so stay tuned for that. I know you're looking forward to that. From Fred Mack, so if this announcement is not big, I mean really, really big, BPA to Doug today, not even wait until Friday today. No, trust me, man. Trust me. It's a big-ass announcement coming up. Weather Girl, big ass. You remember the Weather Girls? It's raining, man. You remember them chicks? 2 tons of fun. From Bussa, no new Stewies, please don't leave after Doug sings. Never mind. Fat Boy McCool, what's the announcement, though? It's coming up here. I think we might make it when we get back. Yeah, I think we might make the announcement when we get back. From Uncle Mike, Doug, I don't see anything about alerts on Spreaker. Okay, so Tree, jump on for a second here.
I don't know what you're referring to either. My understanding is that once you sign up and follow, the follow is the alert. So perhaps someone didn't follow.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe that's what it is. It's automatic when you follow. And I was talking earlier today about following the show so that you can make sure and get alerts whenever the show goes live. So maybe that's the case. Maybe they just haven't followed yet. You have to follow the show. All right, make sure you follow the show. Please, please patronize new shows on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. And the best way to do that is to follow the show and give it a chance.
If someone knows differently, please post in the chat. That's my understanding.
Yeah. From Slugger, we can't wait to hear about it. So without further ado, go. No. It's coming up. All right, stay tuned. Yeah, hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show coming up. Big announcement coming. Don't go away. Keep it locked.
Stewies, what's up? Tree here to talk about your home security and the security experts at Strickland Security. Everything the team at Strickland Security does is focused around increasing the security of your home, protecting your family, and your business. Most home security companies, especially the larger ones, want to sell you a cookie-cutter alarm system that maximizes their profits but not your security. The team at Strickland Security will install a customized alarm system that meets your budget and your security needs. This Atlanta-based company is here to solve all of your security problems. Whether you need your alarm system repaired, surveillance cameras installed, or your door locks replaced, Strickland Security is the solution. Don't wait. Call the experts at Strickland Security today. For more information, go to their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call now at 800-422-9075. That's 800-422-9075 and tell them Tree sent you.
Let me tell you about Travel by Stats. Travel by Stats delivers premium travel packages and provide excellence by focusing on assuring that their tour itinerary is clear. For destinations they've never taken, they even take the trip in advance of the actual one you're about to take. This ensures everybody has a great experience. They've been around since 1988 and have been operating here in Atlanta since 2000, starting from the ground up, but they now boast of a team operating in 5 states. Travel by Stats not only specializes in Caribbean destinations, they also provide a variety of reasonable, cost-efficient events by land, air, or sea. One of their big things is sports travel for football fanatics who live in Metro Atlanta. That's the fun way to go anyway. Here's some of their upcoming list of events. Giants at Cowboys, Falcons at Giants, Falcons at Cowboys, Cowboys at Saints, Patriots at Cowboys, and many, many more. Contact them at 855-266-6675, extension 700, for the owner, Maritza Wilmer. Again, that's 855-266-6675, extension 700. If you mention my name, Doug Stewart, you'll receive an extra 10% off your package. Travel by Stats. Where they don't sell travel, they sell fun. Meet me at the club. It's going down. Meet me in the A. It's going down. Meet me in Atlanta. That's right. The weekend of September 26, 2015, we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show, Stewies. And it's going to be crazy. We got a whole list of events scheduled for the entire weekend. That's going to be so, so fun. Come celebrate with your boy. Starting out Friday night, man, with a meet and greet party at the Artist Den downtown ATL. Late Friday night, it's the Fella Soiree at T's Gentlemen's Club in Buckhead. Saturday morning, the TDSS Golf Shootout at North Fulton Golf Club downtown ATL. Saturday night, the main event, the all-black party at the Doubletree Hotel in Buckhead. And Sunday, the Falcons versus Cowboys viewing/day party on the rooftop lounge at Mardi Gras Cafe, downtown ATL. It's going to be fantastic, man. You've been looking for a reason to come to Atlanta. Here's your perfect reason. Get all the details at tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. Once again, it's tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. See you in Atlanta. The 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! Yes, sir. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Hour number 2, baby. Big announcement coming up. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Man Talk Monday. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. The Poe Politicking Show coming up today at 2 p.m. Stay tuned for that on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. And once again, been talking about it for the last 2 days. A huge announcement coming up today. Stay tuned. We were talking about the Eagles in the last segment and about the prospects for the Philadelphia Eagles going forward this season with Chip Kelly. The big thing, and I didn't even mention it, is Sam Bradford. I don't think Sam Bradford can stay healthy. I mean, him and RG3 are in the same barrel, all right? These guys are not going to be able to stay healthy. I don't believe it. The knee injuries, they pile up, and, every time you mend an injury, it gets weaker. You remember like back in the day when you used to take the cassette tapes and you used to splice them, and then you used to put some tape on them to try to fix them or whatever. They're just weaker. They get weaker and weaker. When you record something, the quality gets weaker and weaker and weaker. Same damn thing with knees, man. Same thing with knees. And I don't think he's going to be able to stay healthy. I think at some point when this regular season is over, and once again, these defenses stop running all of this simple stuff, and they put some sophisticated blitz packages on the Philadelphia Eagles, he's going to go down at some point. Now, I'm not hoping that. I'm definitely not hoping that. I don't want to see anybody get injured, but there's nothing that's happened in his history that makes me believe anything different. What are your thoughts on that? 404-382-0338. They've also got a quarterback-type, quandary-type situation going on in Buffalo, and so we'll talk about that today on the show. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. Hey, we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary. Thank you for that. We're doing some big things, man, on Fiverr.com, all right? Fiverr is this platform or this space where people that have services, they offer their services for $5. And the Doug Stewart Show is no different. For $5, we'll air on our show, on the network, a 60-second ad. That's right. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. But we'll air a 60-second ad for you, promoting your company, your business, a product, an event you got going on, coming up, starting at $5. I mean, that's unbelievable. So check me out on Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr.com. And when you get on Fiverr.com, just search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment, and it'll pop up. And there's a video, and it'll give you all the details. So we're doing promotion on the website, on the show, and on the network. We're also doing voiceovers. We're doing social media promotion as well. And we'll even broadcast your show, just like my man Poe Politicking today, just like the Kicking It with Kesey show last week. Starting at $5, we'll air your show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. You can't beat that. All right? Now, for $5, that's going to be a very short show, but you get my point. You get my point. All right? So there's great value in that, man. Holla at your boys, man, on Fiverr.com. All right? 404-382. Let me read more of your chat here. 404-382-0338 from my man Vince Wright. Says, Stu's back on the fan. And then he gives a call number. We're not going to even mention that. We'll see. I mean, stay tuned. I don't know what the announcement is, man. Stay tuned. As a matter of fact, let me tell you right now, you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. In 7 or 8 minutes from now, we're going to give you that big announcement. That's right. We're not going to delay it anymore. Stay tuned. From Togo, Uganda, Kanye beat TDSS to the big announcement. From the 47th problem, TDSS is hitting the TV screen on ESPN. Stay tuned.
Don't you? I love the guesses, though.
Hey, stay tuned.
Can you tell me? Like right now, just mute the mic and tell me.
Nah, I can't tell you right now. As a matter of fact, Tree.
Just mute the mic.
No. As a matter of fact, Tree, the announcement we've got to make, I've got to actually talk to you a little bit about it after the fact. Let me put it like this. In a football terminology, and this is live radio, and this is why we the realest show in America. This is live radio. In a sports football term, after the show, I need you to bring your playbook to the office. Now I know, and the reason I said that is because I know you're not familiar with sports and sports phrases and sports terminology, so you may not get that right now. Don't Google what that means.
Oh, you want to see like all the good stuff that I do to make the show work, and that's the playbook you're talking about, right?
Yeah, sure, Tree, sure. But just make sure that you don't go anywhere after the show's done today. Come to the office. All right, come to the office and sit down with me and Larry for a second, and bring your playbook. Or bring your Pro Tools. Bring your Pro Tools. Bring your copy, your version of Pro Tools. Bring your microphone. Bring your chair that you sit in. Bring all of that. Bring all of the stuff on your desk, the staplers, the pens, the folders. Bring all of that stuff with you. Matter of fact, put it in a box. Put it in a box, okay?
Oh, we're going to get bigger space?
Yeah, maybe, Tree. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure that after the show you don't make any plans. Come and sit down and talk with me and Larry. For new listeners to the show, Larry is a benefactor to the Doug Stewart Show. And so make sure you do that, Tree, okay? 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you so much for joining your boy. I really do appreciate it. Let me read. We got any more of this chat here? We'll get to more of your chat here in a second. As I mentioned, we're going to talk about the Buffalo Bills at some point here. Might as well go ahead and do it right now. There's somewhat of a quarterback controversy, I guess you'd call it, in Buffalo between Matt Castle, E.J. Manuel, and Tyrod Taylor. And there's speculation all three of these guys are having a relatively good training camp. And the question is which one of these guys is going to start. I think if you ask the Buffalo fans, and I think maybe if you ask Rex Ryan and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, I think they'd want to start Tyrod Taylor. He's kind of been the most consistent. He's the most dynamic. He's a guy that can run with the ball. He's kind of like a poor man's Michael Vick, for lack of a better way to say it. Had a very good preseason. Once again, all three of these guys have had a very good preseason. So I think that if you ask Rex Ryan right now, and they haven't named a starter yet, I think if you polled the coaches and you asked Rex Ryan, you put a gun to his head, he'd probably say Tyrod Taylor's going to be the guy. I would go with E.J. Manuel, though. And the reason I would do that is obviously where they chose him in the draft, they had big expectations for this guy. They used a first-round pick on him, even though it was a shock when they did use that first-round pick on E.J. Manuel. Kind of fluttered over the last couple of years, been inconsistent. But maybe he's turning it around. You use the first-round pick on him. I would give him another opportunity to start. If he starts to struggle, I think the leash on him should be short and then pull him and put in Tyrod Taylor. But I think I would go with E.J. Manuel. I think I would. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that, man? If you're a Bills fan, I'd like to hear what you got to say. We'll get more into that conversation today. I'm probably going to sing for y'all because I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Stay tuned for that. I'll read more of your chat, but coming up in 3 minutes, a big announcement on the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Your season-long fantasy football lineup is locked in and ready for action, but you don't have to wait until Week 16 to get paid. Put your fantasy skills to the test starting Sunday at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site. where you could kick the season off by winning $2 million. It's the biggest fantasy football contest ever. $10 million in prizes are up for grabs, including $2 million for first place and $1 million for second. 1 week fantasy means no season-long commitments. It's fantasy football on demand. Play where you want, when you want, with the players you want, and turn your love of football into a life-changing payday. Just pick your players, pile up the points, and pick up your cash. That's it. You've never experienced football like this. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Spreaker to play for free for a shot at part of $10 million in Sunday's Millionaire Maker event. Enter Spreaker for free entry now only at DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com.
The Doug Stewart Show presents another episode of Stories with Uncle Dougie, straight out of Monk's Corner edition.
So my best friend, man, Bubba, he gets on the bus. And he sits down, and he's, like, distraught. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? And we're on the bus on the way to school. We're, like, in 9th, 10th grade, and we're on the bus on the way to school. And he says, my old man, he shot a man last night. I was like, wait a minute. What did you say? And I had heard these stories before, and rest in peace, his daddy's name was Coconut. Coconut was a little guy, probably 5'5", about, 140 pounds. So he's a little dude. And little dudes, man, they don't got the tolerance to wrestle with you or fight or put up their hands or something like that, especially old cats like this where I'm from. He's like, my old man stumbled in 4 o'clock in the morning, and I met him in the hallway because he was extra intoxicated. And he looked at me and said, Bubba, I had to shoot a man tonight. And come to find out more of the story, now keep in mind, this was in 1985 or something like this. Coconut was probably in his late 50s. Early 60s, and once again, I told you, the story on the street was that he had done this many times before. Come to find out, Coconut had shot 4, maybe 5 people throughout his life in our little town in Monk's Corner, South Carolina. This is not a lie, and I know this seems like a story from the Andy Griffith Show, from Ernest T. Bass. This is not a lie. In my hometown, you can literally shoot people or shoot at people, connect on their lower extremities 4, 5, 6 times, and not go to jail forever.
The Doug Stewart Show.
Let me tell you about Travel by Stats. Travel by Stats delivers premium travel packages and provide excellence by focusing on assuring that their tour itinerary is clear. For destinations they've never taken, they even take the trip in advance of the actual one you're about to take. This ensures everybody has a great experience. They've been around since 1988 and have been operating here in Atlanta since 2000, starting from the ground up, but they now boast of a team operating in 5 states. Travel by Stats not only specializes in Caribbean destinations, they also provide a variety of reasonable, cost-efficient events by land, air, or sea. One of their big things is sports travel for football fanatics who live in Metro Atlanta. That's the fun way to go anyway. Here's some of their upcoming list of events. Giants at Cowboys, Falcons at Giants, Falcons at Cowboys, Cowboys at Saints, Patriots at Cowboys, and many, many more. Contact them at 855-266-6675, extension 700, for the owner, Maritza Wilmer. Again, that's 855-266-6675, extension 700. If you mention my name, Doug Stewart, you'll receive an extra 10% off your package. Travel by Stats. Where they don't sell travel, they sell fun.
Regulators. We regulate any stealing of his property. We're damn good, too. But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Mount up.
Mount up.
Yes, sir. Oh, boy. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show, man. All right, so it's a Man Talk Monday, ballers and busters, game balls and goats, all of that stuff, talking about the NFL, having a lot of fun as we normally do on this show. But I've been teasing it really for the last week. Really started teasing it hot and heavy on this past Friday. Teased it on yesterday. And so today we got to go ahead and reveal this big news we've been talking about around here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment. To do that, though, I got a special guest on the line. Caller, are you there?
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes. Who's this?
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
It's your boy, One Live Stu, man.
My little Bubba's on the line. My little Bubba is on the line. Oh, yeah, but before we even get to that, man, happy birthday. Yesterday was your birthday, man. Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. And you know what's crazy, man? The older you get, the more you got to do on your birthday when you got these children running around the house.
Uh-huh.
And it's just another reason for us to make this announcement that we're about to make, man.
Yeah. Even more so reason, man. Oh, yeah. Happy congratulations on the kids. I don't think we've had you on since you had the daughter, since you had my little niecey, right?
No time to do much other things, man. No time for that, man. No time to be on talk radio and doing TV shows, and no time for nothing but changing Pampers and wiping mouths and getting pooped on, man. That's all I do.
Okay, so for new listeners and people just tuning into the Doug Stewart Show, if you don't know the story, me and my brother.
It's time. That's right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
Me and my brother, the Two Live Stews, actually did radio here in Atlanta for over 10 years. Actually close to 12 years, ESPN for 5 years. And then 3 years ago to the month,
you can't hold us down, fools. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
3 years ago to the month, we got shown the door. And we've been in radio exile to a degree. I mean, the Doug Stewart Show is flourishing. We're a year into this. But we were shown the door. They had a box for us. They had all types of security, big Samoan cat showing us to the door. And 3 years later, man, I got my brother on, and he wants to make an announcement.
Always trying to hold the man down. Well, listen, man. Let's go ahead and put this thing out there, man. All right? Honestly, the middle of October would really be the third year that we were forced into exile.
Uh-huh.
I mean, a lot of you have dealt with the same thing. We said that on social media. It's no surprise. Things happen at your job. Sometimes you come in, and I don't care if you've done a great job, if you make good money, if you make the company lots of money, sometimes they just tell you to go on about your business. And that happened to us, man. Okay?
Exactly.
So never at one point in time did we ever just say, the man's killing us, trying to hold us down. We looked at it as business.
Yeah.
New people came, and the new people didn't want to deal with us for whatever the reason was, and told us to leave. So, hey, it's all good. Everything happens for a reason, and I believe that.
Yeah.
Well, the baby was born on August 11th, man, and right on August 13th, I called you and I said, I got to get the hell out of this house. And I've decided to unretire, man.
What? You're unretiring?
Doug, listen, man, listen. I know you got a lot going on. I've been listening to the show every day. You're doing an outstanding job. You're pulling sponsors. Right. You got callers. You got the Periscope thing going on. You got a lot going on, man.
What about the singing, though? What about the singing?
Yeah, but I've been talking to Tree about that too offline, and I think we figured out how we can correct that and make you stop doing that. But anyway, if man, you are willing to take me back, retirement isn't for me, man. I would love to work with you and do what we do, damn it!
What? You're coming out of retirement?
I'm coming out of retirement, man!
Praise his holy name.
Can I tell you one more thing? Look, man, we hadn't talked about a lot of this, but we've talked about a good bit.
Okay.
Listen, man. Here's the thing, man. I'm going to come out of retirement, and I'm not going to ask you for one penny.
Okay, all right.
I'm working for the love of the dogs and poodles so the stews can do what we do if you will have me, sir.
Yes, sir. I will have you. I mean, that's not a question. That's without a question.
Just that easy? That easy?
It's that easy.
No dropping on my knees, begging and groveling, and no apology. Ryan, you need to apologize because you stuck me out here by myself for 3 years. None of that. Just come on back.
No, none of that. Now, listen, there's another part of the story, and we're kind of playing radio a little bit right now, having fun with it. But tell the listeners the other part of the story.
Okay. I gotta forget that part. Listen, man, you will be able to listen to Doug Stewart every day from 10 to 12 on the Doug Stewart Show on Spreaker.com. And from time to time, I will be on the Doug Stewart Show with Doug. But starting next Saturday, September the 5th, at 11 a.m., I don't care if you're in your car, in your house, at work. Turn your radio to WGST 640 AM and get your stews. Wait. I lost it for a minute. Hold on. If you didn't hear what I just said,
repeat it one more time.
Next Saturday, every Saturday for the foreseeable future, get your college football talk, get your NFL talk, get your entertainment talk, get your hip-hop talk. Every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on WGST 640 a.m. That's what I said. Not only are we coming back, we're coming back to radio, baby.
We are coming back to radio.
Listen, when they told us the hours, they thought we were going to say, oh, hell no, we deserve more than that. We're better than that. We work from the bottom. You're making us go back from the bottom to the top again? We said, oh, that's outstanding.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Praise
it's
God.
On, man.
Praise God. And you're exactly right, man.
Awesome, man.
You're exactly right. It's going down for the next 17 weeks. That's the deal. I'll talk more about that in a second. But for the next 17 weeks, Saturday morning, 6:40 a.m. WGST right here in Atlanta, 50,000 watt station, double the wattage,
50,000.
like double the wattage of our last job. So 6:40 a.m. WGST. Saturday mornings, 11 a.m., get your college football fix on just for an hour. The show is for an hour. But thank you to WGST. Thank you to 640 WGST for the opportunity. Praise God. And it's on and popping. It's on and popping.
One more thing.
Yes, sir.
Well, a couple more things. First of all, got to give a huge shout-out to Bruce Hagan, the people's lawyer, man.
Yes.
Bruce has come in to be the title sponsor of the show, and we really appreciate him for allowing us to do this, man, because it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I just can't tell you guys how excited I am. I put out an email or Twitter last week, Instagram, all that stuff, and I said, looking for interns. 57 emails, sir.
Yeah.
57 emails with people saying, if you will take me, I am down. 57.
Wow.
I put out a message saying I'm building a team, man. So many people want to get down and be down. They want to learn how we do radio, man, and we getting ready to do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
we are getting ready to do it, man. And like on the Wire, Isha use this term all the time. Our names ring out on the street, or your name ring out on the street, man. Our names ring out on the street, man. Thank you so much. I can't go anywhere and haven't been able to go anywhere for the last 3 years. And people stop me in the airport like, when y'all coming back? When y'all coming back? Almost to the point like, I'm like, man, stop asking me that.
Hey,
but
man,
we're back, and I am happy, and I think that we are blessed, sir.
I have missed doing the show immensely. God is good. Life is good. Got 3 kids now. The beautifulest little girl you will ever want to lay your eyes on. But I got to get at the house so other people can make sure that this baby's taken care of when she's crying, because I can't do it no more, man.
Right.
You know, when the boys were born, I wasn't here every day. I was working, traveling, and all that stuff.
Right.
So I got to get at the house, man. I got to get out the house, and I thank you for this opportunity to get out this house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me say this, man. Once again, very thankful. We haven't missed any meals over the last 3 years.
No, man.
And clearly, if you listen to the Doug Stewart Show, you know that we're fine. I just put a daughter in college, my second daughter in college 2 weeks ago.
That kid got 2 children in college.
Right. Ryan's still having babies. We ain't missing no meals. We still got roofs over our head. We are blessed and highly favored, okay? One thing I will say, this is right now as it stands for 17 weeks, okay, during the football season. But here's the deal. When we started at our other job, they told us to come back tonight or the next night, and we'll talk about whether we want you to come back the next day. And then they said, we'll talk about after that show whether we want you to come back the next day.
Yep.
So if you want the 2 Live Stews to do what we do and add more hours and add more days, you got to support. So that's every Saturday morning, 11 a.m. on 640 WGST. Your boys are back.
And there'll be more components as well with social media and chat rooms and Periscope and other stuff going on. The 2 Live Stews website will be back up. But remember I said I was building the team, man?
Yeah.
Well, the first round draft pick that we have, man, She signed, man.
Uh-huh.
She signed.
Okay.
The lovely Tree is coming on board
Yes!
to produce the show, man.
We bringing our family with us. We were just joking about Tree earlier and telling her to bring
We're
her
building the
playbook.
team. We're building the team, man. We're building the team.
Yeah.
And she's already doing her job. She has reminded me to tell y'all that you will be able to stream the show if you're not by radio per the websites we'll give you. You'll be able to stream the show from GST's website and from the 2 Live Studios website. And if you have iHeart,
Yeah.
the iHeart app,
Yes.
you will be able to get us no matter where you are in the world thanks to iHeart and their app.
Yeah.
So, look, man, we're starting from the bottom, and we're not there, but we're going to get there. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, sir?
Yes, sir. I definitely understand. Once again, 640 WGST, Saturday mornings at 11 a.m., simulcast at the same time on iHeartRadio. Okay, so you don't have to be in Atlanta to hear us. You can be anywhere in the world. We're going to be simulcast on iHeartRadio as well. Saturday mornings, once again, 11 a.m., 640 WGST and iHeartRadio. It's crazy.
All you got to do is search WGST 640 on iHeartRadio's app, and it will pop up for you to enjoy your 2 Live Stews.
Yeah. All right, man. We up against the break, man. I'm excited.
No. Don't worry about that, man. I got a couple of things I got to say, man. So, last night, man. But nah, you got to do your business, man. I'm very excited, man. WGST shout out. 640 shout out.
Yeah.
The iHeartRadio app shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to the lovely Tree, the first round draft pick, and shout out to all the dogs and poodles, man. I'm done, Doug. I'm so done. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Waterhead Walter is actually coming with us as well. It's going to be a family thing, man. So we'll be talking about it, obviously, all throughout the week.
If it's a family thing, what kind of draft pick was he? When did you pick him? I'm confused, man.
He was a fifth rounder.
Don't start doing these things without sharing the information, man. I don't know what's going on. What's his name, Peter? What's his name?
He was a fifth rounder. Waterhead Walter, man. Waterhead Walter.
Okay, that's fine. Fifth rounder's fine. That's fine. Fifth rounder's fine.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll holler at you, man. It's on. It's on
the poppin', sir.
There it is. Yeah, my little brother Ryan Stewart right there. The 2 Live Stews are coming back in a minimal capacity, but it's still big. All right? I remember when we first got on the radio in 2001. Once again, they were like, all right, come tomorrow. We'll see how it works. And then the rest is history. So that's right. Starting Saturday mornings, 640 WGST right here in Atlanta. A huge signal, as well as iHeartRadio, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 hour of the 2 Live Stews. We back, baby. We back. Don't go away. We singing when we get back. Yes, sir. Let me tell you about Travel by Stats. Travel by Stats delivers premium travel packages and provide excellence by focusing on assuring that their tour itinerary is clear. For destinations they've never taken, they even take the trip in advance of the actual one you're about to take. This ensures everybody has a great experience. They've been around since 1988 and have been operating here in Atlanta since 2000, starting from the ground up, but they now boast of a team operating in 5 states. Travel by Stats not only specializes in Caribbean destinations, they also provide a variety of reasonable, cost-efficient events by land, air, or sea. One of their big things is sports travel for football fanatics who live in Metro Atlanta. That's the fun way to go anyway. Here's some of their upcoming list of events. Giants at Cowboys, Falcons at Giants, Falcons at Cowboys, Cowboys at Saints, Patriots at Cowboys, and many, many more. Contact them at 855-266-6675, extension 700, for the owner, Maritza Wilmer. Again, that's 855-266-6675, extension 700. If you mention my name, Doug Stewart, you'll receive an extra 10% off your package. Travel by Stats. Where they don't sell travel, they sell fun. We're back. The 2 Live Stews are back on air every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on WGST. It's sports talk with hot sauce. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bruce Hagen, at Hagen-Law.com for making it happen.
640 WGST in Atlanta. Search 640 WGST on iHeartRadio worldwide.
Yes! Your season-long fantasy football lineup is locked in and ready for action, but you don't have to wait until Week 16 to get paid. Put your fantasy skills to the test starting Sunday at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site. where you could kick the season off by winning $2 million. It's the biggest fantasy football contest ever. $10 million in prizes are up for grabs, including $2 million for first place and $1 million for second. 1 week fantasy means no season-long commitments. It's fantasy football on demand. Play where you want, when you want, with the players you want, and turn your love of football into a life-changing payday. Just pick your players, pile up the points, and pick up your cash. That's it. You've never experienced football like this. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Spreaker to play for free for a shot at part of $10 million in Sunday's Millionaire Maker event. Enter Spreaker for free entry now only at DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com. Yes, sir! You knew it was going to happen, baby. You knew I had to sing this song for y'all, man. I'm feeling good, feeling great. The Stews are coming back. Yes, sir. All right, so a little cool in the game for y'all, man. Happy Monday. Yahoo! Ha-ha! It's a celebration. Yeah! Yahoo! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Yes, sir. Ha-ha! Celebrate good times. Come on. Yes, sir. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate. Stu's coming to you. Yes, sir! Oh! Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah! We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Sing it, background. Stu's coming back. Woo-hoo! It's a celebration. Yeah. Yahoo! Come on and celebrate. Ha-ha! Woo-hoo! Yes! Sing it, background. Sing it back. Stu's coming back, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right. Yes, sir. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I told you it was a big announcement. Ain't nobody getting no BPAs around here. Ain't nobody getting no BPAs around here, man. The Two Live Stews are coming back in full force. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome for that celebration. Cool in the gang. You are welcome. Oh. Oh. You're welcome, man. I mean, this is too much excitement for one show. And welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you so much for joining you, boys. This is too much for one show. Huge announcement. The Stews are back. I sing for you as well. I mean, what more could you ask for from the Doug Stewart Show? What more could you ask for? Studio audience is very gracious today. Obviously, they're excited too. Thank you so much for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. This is a Man Talk Monday, your ballers and your busters. And we just had a huge announcement where the Stews are coming back, man, on Saturday mornings on WGST 640 AM as well as iHeartRadio, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, just for an hour. But trust me, we're going to do a lot with that hour and talk college football. We're actually going to bring Tree with us. We're going to bring Waterhead Walter with us. The Doug Stewart Show will continue as normal, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Let me grab some calls, man. Golly. Let me grab some calls. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? What you calling? about?
Doug still what it do. John Fisher in the building.
John Fisher in the building. What up, baby?
Hey, Doug. Oh, my God. This is the greatest day in sports talk history, man. You spoke about my Eagles, and then Ryan's coming back, and then you sung a song, man.
Yeah, man.
I can't stop clapping.
I know, man.
I can't stop clapping.
That's overload, right? That's right, John. That's overload, right, John Fisher?
Oh, my goodness. System overload, man. Hey, Doug, I'm giving out all type of discounts, fixing people AC today. I don't know what to do. Man, I went to the bathroom on myself. This is wonderful. It's beautiful.
Hey, you need to go clean that up, though, bro, for real.
Nope, not going to be able to do it. I'm thinking all day. It's still the back. It's still the back, baby.
That's what's up, man. John Fisher, thank you for the call, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And then to add on top of it, I sing for you. I know, it's overload. I know. It's hard to control yourself. Pass the word. Tell people. Pass the word. The Stews are back. Yeah. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
What up, dog?
What's up? Who's this?
It's Jersey, man.
Vern from Jersey. What up, Vern?
Hey, man, congratulations, man. It sounds good to hear you and Ryan on the phone this morning, man.
Yeah.
That was a great thing, man. Long time coming, baby.
Yeah, we coming back, man. 640 WGST starting this Saturday. I think Ryan said next Saturday, but he actually meant this Saturday, 11 a.m., Vern. We back on the air, brother.
Hey, that station makes it down here in Thomason. I already tested out.
Right.
Get it loud and clear, man. So
yeah.
when I'm working Saturday down here in Thomason, I'll get it. Hey, listen, did I make the cut? What draft choice am I?
I'm sorry? Say that one more time?
Did I make the cut, man? What draft choice am I, huh?
Draft choice? You talking about in the fantasy league?
No. On the crew, man. Trees, you, Ryan.
Yeah. No. You didn't make the cut, Vern. I'm sorry, Vern.
Yeah, man.
I love you, Vern. I love you, but you didn't make the cut, Vern. No, I guess what, Vern? I guess you can actually make the cut by calling the show when we're doing it live this weekend. But no, you didn't make the cut. We can't let you come and work with us, Vern, because you say too many crazy things. I love you, brother. I love you. But yeah, so Tree and Waterhead are actually coming. I mean, we got a crew. And so we're showing them love. And they're going to be working with us on 640 WGST starting this Saturday morning at 11 a.m. You can hear it nationwide on iHeartRadio as well. Yeah. Oh, let me grab another caller. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What you want to talk about?
It's Triple Digit.
Triple Digit, what's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm just excited as anything. It's a great day. I've been in a funk for the last 3 years almost. Now I got like a new step in my, pep in my step. It's a great day. It's a great day.
Thank you, Triple Digit.
I'm excited. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
With my Redskins, I could care less about any of that stuff. And RG3, if he's my quarterback, Cousins, I don't care. I got to call you guys on Saturday mornings or WGST. I'll get that number, and I'll talk to you all on Saturday mornings. Have a great day, and I'm gone.
There he is, Triple Digit right there, triple platinum listener to the Two Live Stews. They coming out of the woodworks. The Stews are back. The Stews are back. Yeah, man. I mean, so obviously it's an hour. And at one point we did a 4-hour show. For many years we did a 4-hour show, so this is going to fly by. But trust me, we're going to have a lot of fun. It's not going to be, totally scripted or whatever. I mean, I guess we'll talk some Falcons. I'm sure we'll talk some Georgia Tech football and Georgia, whatever games they have that day. But you want to holler at your boys. You want to hear us talk about what we got going on in our lives. The shenanigans of the Stews. And you will get that in that 1 hour. And trust me, after these 17 weeks, we're going to get it really going and get it really, really popping. That's right. Yeah. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the realest, trillest guy talk show in America. And we just announced it. The Two Live Stews are coming back starting this Saturday. Pass the word. Don't go away. We'll wrap up today's show coming up next on TDSS. The Two Live Stews are back on air every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on WGST. It's Sports Talk with Hot Sauce. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bruce Hagen, at Hagen-Law.com for making it happen.
640 WGST in Atlanta. Search 640 WGST on iHeartRadio worldwide.
Yes! In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, what I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and #1 independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! Meet me at the club. It's going down. Meet me in the A. It's going down. Meet me in Atlanta. That's right. The weekend of September 26, 2015, we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show, Stewies. And it's going to be crazy. We got a whole list of events scheduled for the entire weekend. That's going to be so fun. Come celebrate with your boy. Starting out Friday night, man, with a meet and greet party at the Artist Den downtown ATL. Late Friday night, it's the Fellas Soiree at T's Gentlemen's Club in Buckhead. Saturday morning, the TDSS Golf Shootout at North Fulton Golf Club downtown ATL. Saturday night, the main event, the all-black party at the Doubletree Hotel in Buckhead. And Sunday, the Falcons versus Cowboys viewing/day party on the rooftop lounge at Mardi Gras Cafe, downtown ATL. It's going to be fantastic, man. You've been looking for a reason to come to Atlanta. Here's your perfect reason. Get all the details at tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. Once again, it's tdssweekend.eventbrite.com. See you in Atlanta. The 1-year anniversary of the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Today has been bad and glorious. It's been bad and glorious. Who used to say that? Was that X-Clan? I think that was the X-Clan, man. The Two Live Stews are coming back to radio, to terrestrial radio in a limited format, but trust me, it's going to be big, going to be huge. Saturday mornings, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on 640 WGST, a huge signal out of Atlanta. Have had a lot of great shows over the years. So 640 WGST, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The Two Live Stews are back. Ryan's actually coming out of retirement. That little baby is driving him crazy. As well as you can hear the show on iHeartRadio. Okay? You can hear the show on iHeartRadio as well. Yeah. So real big stuff, man. This segment is brought to you by my friends from Strickland Security. This is Atlanta, and Atlanta is a great city, but at the same time, Atlanta has some hardcore issues as far as what's going on with crime. You need to have your home protected. You definitely need to do that, and you should do it with my good friends from Strickland Security. Here are some things about Strickland Security you should know. They can install the latest state-of-the-art alarm system in your home, and maybe that's not in your budget. The team at Strickland Security can fix your existing system or install just a basic alarm system so your home is protected. Most securities, they only want you to buy a new system from them, not the team at Strickland Security. They have your best interests at hand. If you're at home in bed or in the basement, your wife's at home by yourself, your kids are home by yourself, you need to protect your family. Every time you look on the news in the evening and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, you hear these stories about these young boys kicking in these doors, man. Don't even get in that situation, man. Usually if you have an alarm system and the alarm goes off, intruders will run, okay? They're going to try to get away as opposed to continue trying to rob you or hold you up or whatever. So holla at my folks at StricklandSecurity.com. Once again, that's StricklandSecurity.com. Or you can give them a call at 800-422-9075. Once again, that's 800-422-9075. And tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Also, shouts out to my folks from Travel by Stats. That's right. You ever been on one of those bus trips to a professional sporting event? Well, my folks at Travel by Stats, man, they are really getting it in, taking you to some of the biggest games in the country, a lot of Cowboys games, a lot of Falcons games, and they do it first class, all right? So if you live in Metro Atlanta and you want to set up a group outing for your church or your social club or whatever, holla at my folks at travelbystats.com. All right, that's travelbystats.com. We'll give them a call at 855-266-6675, extension 700. Once again, that's 855-266-6675, extension 700, and you'll be talking to Maritza Wilmar. And they're actually taking a bus from Atlanta to that Dallas game on the weekend of September 26th. So you can actually go to the game with my friends from Stats, or you can stay here in Atlanta and check it out on the big screen at the viewing/day party right here in the ATL celebrating TDSS weekend. Vanglorious! Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. The Two Live Stews are coming back. Thank you so much for all of the calls and the well wishes. Let me read some of your chat here. People excited about the Stews coming back this weekend. My man Vince Wright, the Big Smooth, he says, woof, woof, dogs and poodles, Stews are back. That's right. Greg Yo said, happy ninjas all across the world. Happy ninjas all across the world. From Thorny Switch, it's a celebration, bitches. Laugh out loud. Cleo to 72. My baby girl turned 16 yesterday. Only 2 more years till I enjoy the empty nest, and then the Stews are back. Can you say great week in the making? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. From Joseph Hudson, he says, Dougie got him dancing around in the office saying, Dougie? Yes! I mean, wait a minute. Can we bring back celebration here? Okay, you didn't cut it yet. Tree hadn't cut it yet. We'll probably play that celebration rendition by me. Kool and the Gang rendition by me. Tomorrow we'll replay that. I think that was excellent by me. From Jay Smith, he says, Tree sounding good in the background. From Texas Ty, celebration.
That is not me.
What do you mean?
That is not me singing background on the celebration song.
Yeah, that was you singing background in the celebration song. Thank you, Tree. From Rough Buff, is Ryan bringing out his gun? Ryan is bringing out his gun. Yes, he is. From Duke 1911, he says, best Monday ever. Sing the damn song, Dougie. Sing the song. Wait a minute. Oh, you do have it. You do have it, huh? Okay, wait a minute. Yes, sir. You knew it was going to happen, baby. You know I had to sing this song for y'all, man. I'm feeling good, feeling yes. Thank you, Tree. Back. Yes, sir. Thank you, Tree. Thank you, Tree. All right, so a little Kool in the Gang for y'all, man. We're just like the first
Happy Monday.
play. The Stews are back. Yahoo! It's a celebration. Well, you hear that baritone? Yeah. Yahoo! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Yes, sir. Come on and celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. Oh, yes, man. It is a celebration. Oh, it is a celebration. It's a celebration. The studio audience has been on fleek today. So I was trying to explain that term on fleek to my wife yesterday, and she was like, what is a fleek? What is a fleek? I says, I don't know, but the kids use it in the manner of it's a good thing, or it's fire, it's the bomb. It's kind of like the same thing as the bomb. Like back in the late 70s, early 80s. These kids nowadays use On Fleek. From Vince Wright, Ryan can now beat up Doug if he sings. That's not going to happen. From Kim Jane, standing ovation. From Bussa, he says, I think Doug really practiced this time. Practice what? What are you talking about? I always sing great. Let me go ahead and grab a call, man. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Doug Stewart, what's happening?
What's up? Who's this?
T from Huntsville, sir.
T from Huntsville! We back, baby! We back!
The two last students are back, baby! The two last students are back! They can't hold you down, baby. They can't hold y'all down.
Can't hold us down.
It's a beautiful day.
Can't hold us down. We like Puffy out this bitch. They can't hold us down.
Keep coming back like roaches, baby.
Yes, sir.
Ain't going nowhere. Man, it's a beautiful day, man. What is it? It's the opening week of football season.
Yeah.
Two live stews are back.
Yeah.
Football season's about to kick off, man. It's beautiful Monday, sir.
Yeah.
And we'll give it to you, man. It was a big announcement, man. We're hoping you didn't come in here with that BS. Big announcement, sir.
You thought
big
I was
announcement,
you thought I was playing possum with y'all about a big announcement?
No, man, once you teased it that long, I know you had to come with something, man. 'Cause you know we would have got at you. You know, being that we had a chat, you would have heard all of it, man. And I'll even say the song was even perfect, sir.
Wow! Thank you, T. Thank you.
The song that you used, the timing of it, I have to even say, being perfectly honest, the song was even perfect. I can't complain about nothing, man. It was beautiful all the way around.
Hey, T, before I let you go, man, I appreciate all the support for the Two Live Stews and the Doug Stewart Show, man. Thank you so much, brother. Pass the word. In quick, fast, in a hurry, baby. We're going to be back on top where we belong.
Oh, no doubt, sir. No doubt, man. Before I get up out of here, man, para Señor Stewart's ojos. Para tu atento de basura way por ojos de sangre. And that's how I truly feel about singing, man. I'm gone.
And he's gone. And I didn't understand a word he said. So, thank you, T. I think he said something about he loves my singing. Thank you, T. I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. Let me grab one more call before we get off here. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Doug Stewart, Vince Wright from the great state of Minnesota. What's up, man?
Vince Wright from the great state of Minnesota. What's up, brother?
Oh, man, I was sitting in the break room looking at CNN, and it came across the bottom of the feed there. The Two Live Stews are back. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
Thank you so much, Vince. We already made CNN. That's great. That's fantastic.
Oh, it's beautiful, Doug. But listen, I know I got to be quick, man. I just wanted to say praise God.
Yeah.
So glad you guys are back. At least the one day is just the start. We all know that. Y'all going to be back to where you were.
Right.
And I am going to be very proud to be the first to broadcast on Saturdays from the University of Minnesota tailgate.
Right.
The Two Live Stews, baby.
That's what's up. Vince, thank you so much, brother. Once again, just like I told my man T from Huntsville, we got the greatest fans in the world. I mean, loyal support, man. And once again, I'm not joking about this. Anytime I go out, anytime I've gone out for the last 3 years in public, the first thing somebody will say to me is, when are y'all coming back? I love your show, man. It's great. But I miss your brother, too, man. I love the chemistry y'all had. When are y'all coming back? And it's official. This Saturday, man, 11 a.m., 640 WGST. The Two Live Stews are back on iHeartRadio as well. Yes, sir! If you're not stewing, what in the hell are you doing? Yeah, we back, baby. We back. Can't hold us down. Can't hold us down. Pass the word, man. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. 640 WGST, all brought to you by Bruce Hagen. Check him out at brucehagenlaw.com. And it's on. It's on and popping, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right. As far as the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, man, check out the Poe Politicking Show coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern Time today. All right? Represent, support Stewart Media and Entertainment, man, and its great programming that comes along with it. All right? We'll be doing this show again tomorrow. We'll be doing the Doug Stewart Show as usual, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's not going to change. All right? We're building something huge here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, so pass the word and check the show out at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, all right? Right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Hey, man, Shouts out to the Trio of Life, the producers of the Doug Stewart Show, and now to the Two Live Stews, Waterhead Walter. Thank y'all. It's about to get big now, baby. Shouts out to Dwayne Bassan and Gerald Oliveri. It's on and popping. We'll be back tomorrow, same Doug Stewart time, same Doug Stewart channel. The Stews are back, bitches! Yes! Big!